Yeah, you had Dan and Ben, Jason Cundy and Chelsea reporter Simon Johnson there. Since his return, he has managed to put away 7 goals in 18 matches in all comps and has scored in back-to-back matches for Chelsea. But speaking to Sky Italia at the beginning of December, Lukaku said, "I'm not happy with the situation at Chelsea. Tuchel has chosen to play another system. I won't give up. I'll be professional. I think everything that happened last summer was not supposed to happen like this. I have always said that I have Inter in my heart. I know I will return to Inter. I really hope so. I'm in love with Italy. This is the right moment to talk and let people know what really has happened." Trev's an interesting one. I could, when he was not playing, and you're like, what's up with him? He must be ill. We thought he was ill rather than injured, but quite clearly, looking behind it, you're thinking maybe Tuchel doesn't fancy him.
Well, I think the winter's kicked in. He's getting homesick from Milan. I'm shocked. I was at the Villa game on last week when they did really well. Him coming on in the second half, he was superb. His performance, his goal, his run for the penalty. And actually looking at him, I was just analysing him before the game while they were warming up, and he looked happy, he was smiling, he was laughing. But all that's been undone by these comments. I mean, it's disrespectful to Thomas Tuchel. It's disrespectful to the man that laid out £97 million for him, Roman Abramovich. It's disrespectful for his teammates. And it's very disrespectful for the fans to listen to them comments. The fact that he's saying he wants to go back to Inter Milan, not at the end of his career, like while he's still in his pomp, I think that would send warning lights to me. And I think it's all very strange. Why would you question the manager in public and say you don't like the formation? You go to speak to him and you have a little chat about that, and he explains what his reasons are, and you say, all right, we'll agree to disagree, but I'd rather go back to this formation. To come out and publicly say the things that he said, I think it's an absolute joke.
Well, the boys on Drive were saying that it's probably lost in translation.
There's no chance. There's no chance. I'm not having that. And like Jason Cundy, obviously he's got an affection for the football club.
He's close with Chelsea,
Yeah, he's going to say, I'm just going to sit back and see how this pans out. He must be absolutely gutted to hear them comments, and every Chelsea fan, because when he has played, and he's not played enough to be fair, when he has played, he has been different class more often than not. But coming out with this, I think this is, the number 9 shirt at Chelsea is infamously very difficult to go there and be very successful. He's got the chance of doing that, but that's
and Ray coming out before a game like this, Chelsea-Liverpool.
Well, it's not good. It's never going to be good timing any time, Al, is it really? I know it's a massive game at a weekend, but you used to get quite a lot of paper speculation or paper talk when players went away with their national sides, and they sit in front of their own press, and suddenly they feel a little bit more relaxed, maybe, and they let a little bit more out that what they should do. Suddenly the English press get it, and it's straight in the papers the following week. So I can see why this has happened. He's saying, Inter Milan supporters are giving him pelters and having a go because he left. And he's trying to smooth him, but now he's obviously caused a problem this end as well, which is not ideal.
Al, just looking at it as well, he's 28 years old. He's one of the most experienced players in that side. You've got a very young forward line in that Chelsea lineup. They're going to look at this and think, I thought he was being brought in to inspire us. And this must be an absolute kick in the teeth for them players, Mason Mounts and Timo Werners and Havertz and all them boys, where the star striker has come in and all of a sudden he's down in tools.
The thing is, Trev, though, is you can quickly forget about it. If you banging in the goals week in, week out, suddenly that gets swept under the carpet. If he starts not performing, then everybody will look at that and say, this is why he's not. We used to muck about with Patrick Vieira when we come back to pre-season. You still here, Patrick? Every single summer, you've been going to another club, you're leaving, but you're still here. He used to laugh, smile, but on a match day, he'll put it in and do his best he can for Arsenal Football Club. And I think Lukaku's got to do the same.
Trev, I was just thinking, I was wondering why, have they had a fallout? Probably not, but I knew there was something wrong. Is it because Tuchel is looking at Pep and looking at Jurgen, if you like, and saying, I don't need a big centre forward. I've got the players to false nines. No. I don't know.
Why did they buy him then?
Well, maybe he didn't buy him.
Well, I can't see that only because when Lukaku wasn't in the team, I think they've really struggled, especially just before he came back. They were playing with 3 forwards. None of them were a recognised striker. Obviously, Timo Werner and Havertz are out injured or they've got COVID virus. And when I seen the games, it wasn't working. And the reason for that is when Manchester City play that formation with no striker, they play a 4-3-3 more often than not. And the fullbacks join in. You've not got fullbacks to join in because you've got wingers. So you weren't getting overloads in wide areas. You weren't getting them triggers when Cancelo chops in on his right foot and you've got the winger coming in nice and narrow and the fullback going in behind and breaking the lines. You don't have that option. So for me, they were really struggling without Lukaku. And that game, it was a game of 2 halves, the game against Villa. They were really ordinary and there was a lot of jeopardy in that game. It could have gone either way until Lukaku came onto the pitch and that changed everything. So I think he is very integral and a striker for Chelsea are very integral, especially with the formation 3-4-3. But these comments, it's not going to do him any favour. And the morale of the squad.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.